I pledge allegiance. Shape or form to the safety of the cool stuff. Thanks for playing along. Core values. This is my no kidding gee whiz, take this home message for what you can do. Alright? In the military, we like to have things like vision statements and core values and things like this that are kind of filled with big words that sound cool when you read them, but they really mean something when you dig into them. And, you know, the Air Force core values are so cool to me because it's something that you can take home and I can bring here to you guys, and that you can take home. You don't have to wear the uniform to have these core values. You can be here. You can be playing on the ball field. And I'll explain how here in just a second as we go through it. Core value, integrity first. Who knows what the word integrity means? It sounds important. Yeah, that's what I thought. When they first brought the core values to us in basic training, a lot of the guys didn't know what integrity meant. It's one of those words you don't really think about. It's kind of out there. Integrity has a very simple definition. It's doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Yeah, you're like, what do you mean when nobody's watching? You mean I have to obey the rules when nobody's around? Yeah, that's what integrity means. How can you do that? Perfect example. It's a half hour before dinner, and Mom says, you may not have a chocolate chip cookie before dinner because you'll ruin your dinner. I want that chocolate chip cookie. Now, Mom leaves the kitchen. You know full well you can sneak up to that cookie jar and grab one of those cookies. She'd never know, would she? She's not there watching. Would that be the right thing to do, though? That's integrity. Making the right decision to do the right thing when nobody's watching. See, you can take that home. Skip that cookie. Service before self. It's my favorite. Actually, they're all my favorites. But service before self. That means that if you say you're going to do something, you do it. That's what we do in the Air Force. That's what we do in the military. We put service to our country before ourselves. We believe there's something bigger and more important than just myself as an individual. That means, in your case, for instance, say you committed to go volunteer at a food pantry, all right, over the holidays. So you're going to go help somebody out. Well, about a half hour before you're supposed to go, somebody comes to you and says, hey, I've got Rams tickets. Now, up until yesterday, that wouldn't have been a big deal, but they won again. But they come to you with Rams tickets, all right? And you're put with this dilemma. Do I go help these people who need help, or should I go serve myself? I've got Rams tickets on the 50-yard line.
Help the people.
Help the people. Who said that? Say it up.
Help the people.
Say it up. Take your hand. You got it. Good job, buddy. Help the people. That's what you do. That's service before self. You decided to go help those people instead of go watch the Rams try and get their second victory. All right? It would be harder, I am sure, if that was a Super Bowl ticket and the Rams were going. But service before self. And here's the last one. Gotta make sure that's spelled right. Excellence in all we do. What do you think that means? First hand went up right here. Yes, sir. Stand up.
Do your best.
That's it. Do your best. All the time. Don't just skate by. You know, I know, maybe you've got a spelling test coming up. You know, I've got the words pretty well managed. I know I can pass, but do I really need to get 100? Yeah, you should. Do you have to? No. Should you? Yes. That's what excellence in all we do means. You don't stop halfway. You don't stop with the minimum. You go to the maximum. I played baseball in high school. Went to the Cement High School in St. Louis. Go Spartans, going to the state championship hopefully in football. Whole different story, sorry I had to go there. They were worthless when I was there. State championship. Anyway, I played for a baseball coach there. And he used to sum it up a little differently, but he said, you know, Chris, you will always be successful if everything you do, and he was talking mainly in the ball field at that point, you give it 110%. You give me 110%, I don't care what the outcome is. I know I've gotten every last ounce of energy out of you to get the job done. You give it 110%, if everything you do, then you will be into the military. I thought it'd be cool to fly airplanes or wear the uniform or be in the Army. I didn't know what branch I wanted to be in. I just always thought it would be cool when I was from your age all the way up. But I never thought I had the intestinal fortitude, the guts, if you will, the makeup to get it done. And then, long about, actually specifically, September 11th, 2001, we all know what happened mostly on that day. This country was attacked. And I was sitting on the couch at my house with my son, who at the time was 2 years old. And I watched the second airplane go in, and then the buildings fall. And at that point, I knew we were under attack, and I knew we were going to war to protect our country. Problem was, I was just a weather guy. I thought, you know, I'm a TV weather guy. There's got to be more to life. There's got to be something else I can do to get back to my country as we go to war. And I did a lot of soul searching, made a lot of phone calls, called several people like you, recruiters, and finally decided, you know, now's the time. If I'm going to try it, if I'm going to put myself up against it, now's the time. I'm not a particularly talented person, but I gave it 110%, and now I'm wearing captain bars on my shoulders. So you can do it. Ooh. Question was, how long do I think the current war is going to go on? Maybe I should have gotten to that. I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to go on, but I know as long as there are people who are wanting to do bad things to us, that we're going to have people on our side to keep them away from you. Okay? Yes, one last question. Have I been over and been in the war? No, not yet. My turn will come up next year. So this time, middle of next summer, you won't be seeing me on TV for about 3 months. That'll be behind you. There is nothing more important in your life that you can do than to stay in school and respect the people who are surrounding you in this room right now. I know when they give you homework on a Friday, you're thinking, man, but there's a reason. Because all these people, your teachers, your parents, they've been there, they've done that, okay? They know what you're going to be facing as you grow up. And they know that the most important thing you can do for yourself is make yourself a better person and ensure a good life for yourself is to stay in school. So if you do that, you follow the same core values that we follow in the Air Force, and you're excellent in all you do, you all be successful in life. Thank you all very much. On my other hand, my TV hat, and I can tell you that I'm back on this Saturday night at 5 o'clock during the 5 o'clock news. I will have the hat. And I will say hello to all the students down here at Pevely Primary.